Hi, Alex Clarke from Denison Yachting, coming to you from the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, the largest boat show in the world. And today, we're going to show you something you've most likely never seen before, the 150-foot Damen support vessel, Joy Rider. Before we get going, why don't I explain what a support vessel is all about. The support vessel travels in tandem with the yacht, and it carries larger toys than what a yacht is able to carry on its own. With a 5,000 nautical mile range and 18 knot top speed, this gives the support vessel the ability to travel ahead of the yacht, scope out anchorages, set up the tenders and toys, so when the yacht arrives, everything is ready to go. With a large open aft deck and massive knuckle crane, the support vessel gives the owner the flexibility to configure her how it suits their needs. Past configurations have consisted of dive operations, helicopter operations, support vessels, speedboats. Any configuration needed to explore the remote regions of the world can most likely be accommodated. So the next time you're feeling adventurous and want to explore the Mariana Trench, the 3-person Triton submersible behind me is a prime example of the kit you can carry on board. Now, so far you've only heard me refer to this platform as a support vessel, but with accommodations for 7 crew and 6 guests, she could operate as a standalone expedition yacht. So the highlight of the vessel and the main purpose of it is this large aft deck, giving you the ability to carry unlimited amounts of toys. But what's also great about this is it gives you the flexibility to utilize the space in a lot of different ways. For example, this morning, we had a yoga session with a couple dozen people on board. You can do cinema night or host a party with over 200 people. One of the appeals of a vessel like this is the commercial heritage that comes with Damen. One of the spaces on board where you can see this transition the most is the wheelhouse. Her aggressive forward and aft facing windows give the captain and crew 360 degrees of visibility. Here at the helm, you'd be hard pressed to find a more advanced navigation package, even on the finest yachts. One of the highlights on board to me is the aft section of the wheelhouse, which is an atrium, and this area overlooks the entire aft deck on the boat, giving both the crew and owners an amazing view. Immediately aft of the wheelhouse is a raised deck, access to your davit, and stairs that lead down to the main deck. To me, this aft sitting area is the best vantage point on board, especially when at anchor and all your toys are in the water. Moving forward of the wheelhouse, you have a flush deck before reaching the bow area. With her vertical bow, you can immediately understand why she's called a sea axe. Considering this is an extremely busy time and the 60th anniversary of the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, we're going to have to give you a relatively quick walkthrough of the interior and crew accommodations. Before breaking down the interior, I want to make it clear that each support vessel can be completely customized by a specific owner, so the interior decor can be as plush or as simple as that owner requires. With that being said, let's step into the main salon. The main salon, located just forward of the aft deck, is made up of multiple seating areas, one of which is the formal dining. Continuing forward to starboard, you have the captain's cabin, which is an ensuite. Directly across from the captain's cabin, you have your commercial grade galley. Even though this is a support vessel, you have to remember that you're going to carry up to 13 passengers on board, so a substantial galley is definitely required. Continuing forward on this deck, you have the guest accommodations. Both the port and starboard, you have identical cabins. Both of these cabins feature twin berths and are en suites. Located all the way forward on this deck is the owner's cabin, which features a centerline king berth and also has an ensuite. So judging from what you've seen so far on board, there's clearly nothing else like this on the market. And what's great about this support vessel line from Damen is the size actually ranges from 46 meters all the way up to 75, guaranteeing that you'll match any owner's requirements or budget. Heading down to the transom, you have a large swim platform that gives you easy access to the toys once they're in the water. Equally important is you have access to the lazarette and what I would consider the most important part of the vessel, the engine room and the tank deck. Stepping down to the lazarette, you can see that you really have a wide open space, giving you a blank canvas that allows you to carry additional provisions or water sports toys. Touching on the additional provisioning, forward to the port side, you have a deep freezer, and to starboard, you have a walk-in refrigerator. Now follow me into the engine room. The key to the engine room is its simplicity, and as you can see from the size, you have easy access to all major machinery. So with the intention of the support vessel being able to reach the most remote sections of the world, to make that as easy as possible for the operation, both the generators and engines are both Caterpillar, allowing ease of service anywhere in the world. Joy Rider has a top speed of 18 knots, a cruise speed of 12 knots with a 5,000 nautical mile range, and with a volume of 310 gross tons that allows complete comfort even in the most challenging seas. Moving forward of the engine room, you have your control room. Continuing forward on the tank deck, you enter the crew accommodations. Here, you have 3 crew cabins, all of which are en suite, as well as the crew mess. On behalf of the entire Denison team, thank you for joining me on board the 150-foot Damen support vessel, Joy Rider. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us at any time.